Welcome in everybody to Curse of Strahd Reloaded. Just quick housekeeping here. Music here will be provided by Supernova Collective, and art will be provided by James RPG Art. Amazing work over there. We are not sponsored by them, but I did sub to him and using his artwork throughout this video here and there. Go check them out on his Patreon and give him a subscribe. Amazing stuff. Also, some of this artwork will be from Dragon Carta's Reloaded, his retelling of Curse of Strahd, which will be running, and I will be showing some artwork that is provided in there. So with that, let's get into Curse of Strahd Reloaded. It's the evening before high harvest time, and the storm has descended over Daggerford, with dark clouds pouring cascades of rain down upon the town below. Despite the weather, however, the town buzzes with anticipation of the impending fall-time festival, each home filled with warmth and joy. Bright cherry candlelit twinkles from every window, and the sounds of song and dance echo throughout the wet and muddy streets. Amidst the chaos, however, you stand apart. Neither locals nor visitors. You coming from everywhere. Travelers, ghosts, ghosts passing through an unfamiliar town. As laughter rings out from inns and homes, you face a simpler, starker dilemma: the quest for shelter. Every room in this town is claimed, every hearth filled to bursting, laughter, dancing, and everybody just having fun, a good old time, leaving you in the grip of the bitter storm. Until that is, the owner of a ramshack Nightmare's Brittle Tavern offers you a grudging reprieve. The hayloft above their stable is nothing to boast about, leaving the biting cold and the lingering scent of musty hay as your only companions, but its roof over your heads nonetheless. A small mercy on a night such as this. One by one, you find a home amidst the muck and hay. Overhead, rain lashes the stable, thundering, punctuating the rhythmic drumming on the roof. Flashes of lightning lance across the skies, casting the stable's interior in stark lights and darks. Rainwater drips steadily down through a leak in the roof, snaking its way across the floor until it pools in the corner. Here then you find yourselves huddled in amongst strangers, while joy, mirth, dance. Just reach out. So give me a second. We will slowly introduce characters.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right. So with that, I'm gonna roll a quick die here. All right. let me lighten it up just a little bit so you can see a little bit. There we go. We'll say who is sitting in here first. Mordwin. You are sitting in here already. You're kind of alone in this shackle, kind of putting your things down and everything else. Somewhat familiar, traveling through here amongst multiple taverns and different things. As you're sitting there, putting things together, you see Lucy. Go ahead and approach in here. And
Oh,
Mordwin, explain what your character looks like as Alora is heading in here. And of course, for anybody, Miles, if you don't remember, this green thing on the side is to lower the roof and stuff like that, so you can see inside the building.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah. Laura, what you see is, Mordwin has his back turned to you at first. He's not really expecting anybody else, especially on something as this miserable a night of what's going on. Um, as he turns around to face you, you see a almost garishly handsome young person. Well, young is a relative term, but he's in his late 30s at this point, and he has brown locks of hair.
Uh-oh.
And a mustache and a goatee to match. And the first thing you notice about him is his eyes. They're almost sunken in what might be insomnia or someone that just looks incredibly depressed.
hmm.
It's not the kind of, person you would invite to a party, knowingly. Just the mood would be incredibly drab from what you're seeing, and you get that feeling right off the bat as soon as you see him. Um, okay, is there anything else, Kyle?
Nope. Go ahead. You could kind of pick a corner if you want to sit on top of the hay, wherever you want, kind of getting your stuff settled in
Oh
and
yeah,
everything else.
yeah, we're gonna go on top of the hay.
Laura, go ahead and explain what your character looks like as you approach into the stable, trying to just get shelter from the storm.
Alara is a female halfling. She has long blonde hair, and she has like decorated flowers in her hair, but she's like totally, totally doused by the rain, so she's kind of a mess. So she's kind of flustered as she walks in. She kind of looks like she's kind of lost and disoriented a little bit because she has no idea where she is. And she's kind of like, oh, she's just a mess. So yeah.
All right. Um, the first thing as Mordwin sees you, Laura, he's just gonna say, welcome. I suppose misery loves company.
Hello. Do you know where we are, or what? Or we kind of know where I am
As
here? Uh, what?
Nope, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh,
I, I'm afraid not. Unfortunately, I kind of lost my way in the storm here. I just know we're somewhere in Daggerford.
Daggerford. Can't say I've ever heard of that. Oh gosh. And she just kind of like looks around and kind of tries to get a bit of bearings on where she is.
Hmm.
Well, Uh, what is your name?
It's Mordwin. Mordwin the Dirge.
Laura.
Perhaps you've heard of me?
No, no, can't say I have.
Hmm. Must not be a local.
No, I traveled quite far to get here, but
I
I don't
see.
know really know where here is.
Well, fair enough. Well, think I might and you see as he kind of just wanders off into the corner.
She just shrugs and just continues to look around.
Go ahead and you can go ahead and pick a corner, or wherever you want to stay as you're trying to, just as I said, seek shelter. Um, with that being said, Zach, you're told,
Ah,
hey, you're welcome to stay here as well. There's a few guests, but you make your way over into this, you know, somewhat of a shelter.
okay. Um, all right. Why does my stupid thing keeps moving? There we go. I had to lock it. All right. So, so you see a hooded figure slowly starts to approach and kind of just slinks their way in. Um, you do see a tail coming out the back of their cloak and little ears popping out of the top. But the face is hidden. As they walk in, um, take off their hood, and you just see a tabaxi, um, brownish hair with some white and uh, darker brown mixed in. Um, she shakes off all the fur, and as she comes, she's like, "Oh, I hate the rain. Ugh, wet fur is the worst." And kind of just ignores you two and just kind of slinks over into the corner on the hay and like does the cat thing where they kind of goes around in a circle and needs a spot and then kind of takes a seat.
You see as Mordwin kind of he's laying. You see somebody just laying up on top of all of this hay in that far corner, and he briefly picks his head up to look at you as he realizes someone else is in here, and you see him as he just kind of waves just for a bare moment, and then he puts his head back down.
Oh, Alara like pokes her head around the hay, and she kind of says, "Hello," and but she's like enamored by looking. 'Cause I don't know if she's ever seen a tabaxi before.
She gives out a little, "What are you looking at, little one?"
Oh, nothing. And then she like hops around the hay again.
Yeah. Mordwin just snorts.
Oh, you think you're funny up there, huh?
Mm. What's your name?
What is your name?
Well, I was just going to make a catastrophe-based pun, but he comes over, and as he sees you, he says, "Mordwin, Mordwin the Dirge." And Alara, you hear him say, have you heard of him?"
Hmm. I can't say I've ever heard of anyone with that ridiculous name.
You hear him let out a sigh, and he just turns around.
My name is Ranga.
Hmm.
Alara pops her head around and again from the hay says, "Alara."
Hmm. Come here, little one.
She slowly makes her way over, very hesitantly.
As as you get closer, Ranga sniffs you. Hmm. You smell of beast.
What does that mean?
Hmm. She gives you a little, like a little nudge with her head, and she goes, "You don't bother me."
Well, it's very nice to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
She just kind of stands there awkwardly, like she doesn't know what to do.
You can go.
She nods and just turns around.
All right, with that being said, as you are saying hello to each other, Jaime,
Ranga is fully in like the cat laying position right now.
It's saying waiting on GM for me. I just didn't want to disturb anybody's like
what's it doing?
thing. It says waiting on GM, so I can't.
Let's see. What's going on tonight? It's always the first night. All the stuff
Yep.
being weird.
Yeah,
Let me.
it's okay.
Do you
I can't even
see?
see the tokens.
Do
There are two of them.
you see the board?
I can see the board, but not like it's just the blank board that we started on.
Hmm. Oh, he's in the beginning part.
Oh, weird. It didn't take you with
Yeah, it
it.
hasn't pulled him over.
Give me a
Yeah, I don't
second.
know.
That is weird.
There we go. It says waiting for adventure to begin, and off we go.
Yay, he's joining in the adventure.
There we go.
Perfect.
All right, so you start to enter this area as
Little
well.
area.
Yeah.
So you just see me walk in, and I'm like, pretty upset. I was like, why is it always got to be raining? Why is it always wet? And why am I always stuck in a place like this? And I look around and I notice everybody around me, and I was like, oh, and I just think to myself, I'm like, God damn it. Everybody here looks like they're going to steal from me.
Explain what
Gives
your
you shifty eyes.
explain what your character somewhat looks like. Obviously,
Oh,
what?
sorry.
Yeah.
As I walk in, you see me having like gray and white hair, mostly more white than gray and black hair, mostly gray, and I have kind of like a small hunch, just looking like I'm like I'm about to keel over at any minute, and I have like my left hand's always like in like a claw shape. I'm wearing like a purple robe. And you can see a small necklace with like a very obscure symbol. I look around and I ask,
Ooh.
"Hey, does anybody know where I can get something to drink around here?"
Did you try lifting your head up and opening your mouth?
Very funny. You know, these
Yes,
youngsters just
Kitty
don't
has
have
attitude.
ugh, these youngsters don't have respect for
Meow.
their elders anymore. God. And
He has claws.
my name is Villanelle. I'm a bit lost here. Can anybody tell me where we are?
I'm afraid not, friend. And you see as Mornwyn just perks his head up again, looking over. Um, seems the rest of us are just as lost as you are. I know we're somewhere near Daggerford, to say the least, but that's about as far as I know.
Perfect. Just my luck. Wrong place, wrong time. And then you see me like look at my shoulder and it's like, no, I told you to go left, but you told me to go right. And now we're in this mess.
Is there anything there?
No, it's all in my head.
I'm gonna look over at the new Tabaxi companion, and I'm gonna I'm gonna do that hand motion where I'm like twirling my finger near my head, like this guy's fucking crazy.
It was funny because Rango was about to do the same thing. She looks at you with a newfound respect.
Laura
I just
pops
look.
out. Says, "Oh, sorry. Go ahead."
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, and she pokes out. She says, "I have water if you want. I'm a Laura," and that she kind of like pokes out with her water flask out.
I look over to her, and I'm like, I do like a half smile, like a one that doesn't like you don't. I haven't smiled in forever, so I don't know how to smile. So I just show my full teeth, and I'm like, "Thank you, young lady. I really appreciate it. My name's Velenal.
Alara,
Nice to meet you. Nice to
nice to
meet
meet
you."
you.
Oh God.
Over here to my right is my friend Mickey.
Mickey.
Oh, he's a little shy right now. Don't worry about him.
Right. Totally.
I appreciate it. Here, have a little, have a little token of my appreciation, and I just give her like like a wooden little figurine with the same symbol as around my necklace.
She looks at it and she's like, "Oh, wait, thank you." And she kind of goes back to her corner looking at it, trying to figure out what the heck this is.
Like, and I just try to like find a quarter and I try to plump down a little bit.
All right. And with that, the last comes in and enters the building. So,
Alright.
Tyler, go ahead. Explain what your character
Character.
looks like.
How do I open this first before I even speak?
So, on the right side, you should see a little green diamond shape. It might be all the way towards the top or so.
Yeah.
Go ahead, just scoot that downwards. You'll see lines start to come down, and you can go all the way down to when it like starts to have all the top disappear.
Nothing is happening on my end.
Good spotlight.
Sick.
If you you might need to scroll in a little bit, like zoom in with the middle mouse, or however you zoom in. I'm not sure what you're using,
Gotcha.
and then the roof might disappear.
Oh, here we go.
And then you can actually lock it if you want, if you hit the little lock beside it.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, as I all right, so Casa Ray walks into the door. He is wearing a longbow across his body, very medium build, standard, lightly tanned with black, sleek hair. Anybody around him, currently right now, probably smells a slight fainted smoke from a previous campfire before the rain happened. He just looks unfazed. Definitely, currently just doesn't care what's going on. He quietly mumbles, "Didn't know it was going to be a party in here." And I'm going to currently find a location that doesn't have anybody around me because I don't care.
He's on the roof.
I'll go right out here.
Why is Oh.
Yeah, they actually have a thing now where you can actually ping.
Wait. I don't know how to get rid of it. Oh no.
No, go away.
Oh, okay.
I think
was
it
like, oh
right.
no.
Yeah, it should go by Wednesday.
I'm just gonna bring up to everybody. I'm gonna say, don't forget to thank the farmer for these lovely accommodations.
Uh, he's
That's
lucky I don't steal everything he owns with these crappy accommodations. This is bare minimum.
All right. As you are all kind of getting comfy, a searing bolt of lightning rends the sky, illuminating the evening. In a blinding flash of stark white, the booming thunder that follows is so loud it shakes the very ground beneath you, causing the timbers of the stable to creak and groan. The light of the strike lingers, unnaturally silhouetting small wisps of fog that twist through the air. A thick, ankle-deep mist gathers outside, shrouding the earth in a ghostly veil. Its tendrils curl invitingly, as though beckoning you to the darkness beyond. The rain continues to pelt the roof above. The wind no longer howls, and the merry sounds of Daggerford's festivities seem to be muted in the distance. The horses in the stable beneath stir uneasily, their whines echoing loudly in the stillness. An uneasy feeling sweeps through the hayloft, a cold shiver that has nothing to do with the wind or rain. So, with that, Mordwin.
You said I got really cold.
Yes.
Mordwin is gonna sit up. And he's gonna look around just for a minute. He's gonna see if there's anything funky going on with any of his companions that have entered into this barn, just to make sure. No, are they all resting? Is
Yeah,
everybody
everybody
resting right
seems to
now?
be resting. Everybody's feeling this kind of cold shiver that's kind of coming in. It just feels uneasy a little bit, like just barely enough that's giving you that like weird goosebumps, like your hair kind of stands just enough. It's
Oh,
very
I gotcha.
odd feeling.
My tail's poofed.
Very cold. Nipples are hard.
Yeah.
My tail is all poofed out.
All right, Mordwin's looking around. As soon as he gets goosebumps, he's gonna look towards the door, the opening where the rain's coming down and the lightning's flashing. Something just feels wrong. He's specifically gonna keep crouched behind all of this hay that's here that he's been bedded down next to, and he's just gonna stare at the opening.
You see just like a fog, a mist almost like creeping in a little bit. It's just, and like I said, the storm's kind of settled in. It's still raining, but it's very eerie. Which relic did you pick?
I believe it's the tattered banner.
The tattered banner, yes. You swear you hear something. The sound of war drums fills the air. And that banner that you have, you look, and you swear you seen it go across the door, almost like it's blowing in the wind.
Oh. Like somebody was carrying it across the
No,
opening?
it's like basically like it blew past the opening into this fog.
Oh shit! It blew out of my possession.
You could track to see if it's in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check to see if I still have it. It's wrapped up.
You don't see it.
Oh, ooh. Mordwin, this is really important to him. He is gonna go down and go after it.
You all see Mormon get up really quick and kind of take off a little bit. Um, Rainga, which relic did you take?
Wanderer's scarf.
You're laying
I-
there. Huh?
I would say it's something I would wear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You feel as though you're covered. Like you don't feel the wind or anything.
Hmm.
And it randomly you don't see anything else blow in here, but a massive gust sweeps through past you, and your scarf blows off out this door.
Scarf. Then Ranga will immediately run after it,
As you
jumping at
go
it.
out there, you barely see a silhouette and disappearing into the fog. What you think was your new friend that you met. Not really friendly towards him, but
The new person I've met.
uh,
Is my scarf going in that same direction?
it is.
Bitch. I don't know if any of you care, but Mordwind, the buffoon, is gone into the mist and is gone. My scarf is also there, and I must get it.
Um, and you all see Ringa take off. Did uh, Cassette, do you remember which item you had?
I'm actually currently looking right now. I don't remember.
I believe you picked the. I know you posted it
No.
there. You had the. Where'd it
Oh,
go?
Miles is having a rave over here.
It's in your character sheet, and the. You took the notes. All right. Jizzle, go. My cat is trying to drink my drink.
Bad kitty.
You took. If it's gonna load. So you see as a. You swear you see your feather that you keep on you blow across. Out this door and out towards the openness.
okay. So I just quickly just follow it and try to collect it.
And you
How
take
far
off.
out?
It goes into this mist.
Okay.
And you don't see the others out here. They're gone.
Oh,
You go after this. With that, Lucy or Alora, you had which item was it again?
The feathers. I also
Yes. Yep, that's right. Yours actually blows about the same time as this elf that you just met.
uh,
Something's odd about all this.
she'll poke her head around and cast produce flame in her hand and try to see if she can see anything. outside the door?
You just see this,
Waving her hand.
especially on you, this mist is like waist high.
Nature be blessed. Hello? Where did you guys go? Hello?
Just silence.
My feather. Oh god. Well, I'll try to go after it.
All right. And then, I'm trying to think when we talked. Did you grab a relic?
I did. I grabbed the wolf's tooth, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you did. Okay. Do you keep it like on a necklace or on your side or?
It's connected to the obscure symbol. That's,
Okay, so you notice this tooth lengthens, glowing with silver moonlight, and it tugs its cord in a direction. It's like wanting you to go somewhere.
Okay. No, yeah. I look to my right, the right of my shoulder, and I'm like, no, I don't want to follow the stupid thing. That's how we got in the mess in the first place. Yes, I know everybody else is going over there. Fine. I pick myself up from the ground.
All right. So
And follow the tooth.
as you emerge from the hayloft into the swirling mist beyond, the stones of Daggerford Street slick and gleaming beneath your feet. The city's laughter and cheer is now but a hollow echo, the brightness of its reverie drowned in the fog that encircles you. The taste of the cold, damp air is sharp on your tongue, and the sound of your own breath loud in your ears. Your relics call you forward, the mist parting to make way. You move slowly at first, then faster, your heart's pounding in your chest. As you venture deeper into the fog, each step you make feels heavier. Each echo of thunder, a beat in this relentless march. The fog swallows the town, buildings reduced to looming shadows, their shapes dancing and flickering in the storm's sporadic flashes of lightning. Rain drums a relentless rhythm that the patter of drops on cobblestone, accompanying the distant, mournful peal of thunder. Your brief moments, you can feel something else beneath your feet, the steady pounding of a deep and distant heartbeat. You're pulled left, then right, then left again. The relics guiding you through the murky labyrinth. Distance and direction have lost all meaning. The shadows around you contorting in twisted shapes. Your blood sings in your ears, and the air grows denser, electric as the energy of the storm, of the chase, swells with reckless abandon. And then the pouring stops. The thunder pauses, and the mist breaks. The fog pulls back like a curtain, revealing a tall, eerie silhouette that towers in gloom before you. This is what you all see. I'm going to post it in chat first, and then I'll be moving you to a different board. Do-do-do-do.
Oh no.
This is what you see in front of you. I posted it in the Discord, as I said.
Okay.
I'm going to be moving everybody here in a moment.
This does not look good.
If are we all together now at this point?
You are. You notice people approaching behind you one by one.
Okay. Mordwin's a bit of a coward. When he sees people coming up behind him and he doesn't know who they are, he's just gonna run a little bit faster. By the time he gets
Holy
to
shit.
this manor area, wherever it is or whatever's going on, and he notices it is who he thinks it is. Oh, I just realized there's in-game music on top of the Kenko.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop that music. That's not supposed to be there.
Oh, I gotcha.
Don't worry about the music. I am.
But as he shows up over here, you know, I'm just gonna turn around and flip to see everybody, and I'm more than a little glad it's them. And I'm gonna say, well, maybe we can find better accommodations than what the farmer had to offer.
All right, music should have stopped, right?
Holy.
No, it's still going on my part.
Yeah, and it's loud.
Give me a second.
Oh my god! I don't know why it's so
I
loud.
just turned my master volume down. I turned off my master volume. And
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's good. I did the same thing. Okay, cool.
All right, it should have stopped.
All good.
1 second, Albert.
There we go. All right. How close are we to?
Can everybody see this board now?
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
perfect. So let me. Da 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 da. All right, yes, everybody can see each other now.
Okay. As I'm approaching this gate that's here,
Mm-hmm.
do I see anything specific? I mean, I see there's like this statue next to it and everything. Is there anything specific going on with this statue?
Give me a perception check. Just kind of get a look at it.
Oh shit!
First roll.
Sorry, I'm still navigating my way around D&D Beyond. Give me one
Yep.
second.
You're good. I
I'm
know the
absolute
app. It
shit
takes a
with
second.
perception, but it is what it is, friends.
Yeah, I'm still learning it myself, so it's totally fine.
Yep.
Okay, just completely just zoom the fuck all the way to Jesus. Hello?
You just see Mordwin get up really close to this statue and start looking it over. It's almost like he's short-sighted or something.
Yep. So with the 12, you're looking the statue over. It's creepy, that's for sure. Nothing seems too off about it, but
What about the door over here? And I don't know if I can use the same roll that I just had, but I just want to make sure that, you know, like there's not engravings on it or anything, the details that are gonna pop out that we might miss. I've got my torch going.
Right. You're looking at this door. Nothing. It's a nice big door. It's very eerie here. As you look around you, you do see this mist that pulled back from you, though. It's like almost encircles this area.
Oh.
But a grand manor stands before you. 4 stories of cold, soot-stained stone, tall, narrow windows, and high-peaked roofs, forming a picture of just eeriness, chilling grandeur midway up a narrow balcony just out of the third floor, offering a grim perch from which to survey the surrounding grounds. The centerpiece of this imposing facade is a portico, a stone arch standing sentinel before the house's oaken doors. A wrought iron gate fills this arch, its rusty hinges creaking as it sways in the wind. On either side of the gate, oil lamps hang from chains, their light dim and flickering, casting a sickly glow that barely pierces the surrounding fog. Beyond the gate, a set of sturdy oaken doors stand closed. Framed by the gate and the lamps, the doors are old and weathered, their wood darkened by time, but they stand strong and proud, an unwelcome entrance to the house beyond. A gust of wind sweeps past you, carrying with a whisper of cold dread that sends shivers down your spine. And as that happens, you actually notice something as well. What you see. You see. Those of you that were following feathers, you grabbed your feathers. But there's one extra feather sitting here.
Oh, the tokens?
Yep. You see like
Oh.
like another feather sitting on the ground.
Oh. What's it look like?
Or a pic.
What was that? What were you gonna say, Lucy? She's muted.
Lucy, you're muted.
Oh no, she's not muted. I just can't hear her for some reason.
Oh.
Like it's coming through yours.
Oh, it's coming through mine?
Oh yeah, Lucy's. I can see her things lighting up, but nothing's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really weird.
Hello?
Yep, there we
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Hello?
That's better.
There we
That's
go.
better.
Okay. Oh, I was just gonna pick it up and investigate as
All
well.
right, so you pick it up.
Oh.
You swear all of you hear a voice. You hear a soft-spoken voice saying, "Help me."
Cassid Ray says, "Did anybody else hear that?"
Mordwin is gonna look to everybody and be like, usually something as creepy as that isn't really the kind of voice you run towards to help.
Where did it come from?
You're not sure. It's just kind of like coming from around you.
Where-
And you hear it again. You hear, "Help me."
Mordwin gets really close to Alara at this point and says, "We need to stick together."
As this happens, from the fog, you see like a bright light almost coming through it. And as it goes through this fog, it's almost not human-like at first. And then this brightness just starts to expand and grow bigger. As a dragonborn comes through the mist. Da-da-da-da.
Hmm.
Wait a second, I know who that is. No, I don't. I just assuming I know who it is.
Mixture. Here.
Oh, look at this scumbag.
Oh, come on. You sneaky motherfucker.
I'm so sorry. I can't hear anything. The music is so fucking loud.
Did the
We
music
just
not stop?
experienced-
Hold on.
We literally just experienced the same thing.
Let me. It should have stopped. I had it make it. I made it.
Why
to
am I
stop.
not
Why
able
is
to
it
see
not?
3 of these tokens? It's
Just go to your
annoying me.
Cody, if you can hear me, go to your settings in Tailspire and turn the master volume all the way down.
I can't hear anything. What the fuck is this?
If you in Discord, in Discord too, turn down the FM Kenko.
Probably can't hear
Turn
you
off
because of
the-
the music.
Turn off all the music.
Holy shit. God,
Uh-oh.
All right, we're good. We're good. I can
All
hear
right.
life.
Are you sure?
All right, you should have control of the Dragonborn
We're
now.
good, guys. We're
You
good.
can go ahead and explain what your character looks like. And as I was explaining to them, you did not start out as a shape of a Dragonborn. That you were just like kind of like a light almost. And as you got closer out of this mist, you expanded into this form. They picked up this feather and they heard a voice saying, "Help me. Help me."
Do we have to?
I believe that's something of mine you got.
I point at Alora and go, "She took it."
As he gets closer, you see that this dragonborn. It's a towering figure of white scaled, white scales and weathered scars of battles long past. His features are sharp, like jagged peaks off of the deep earth. As he gets closer, you see that his eyes are actually more of a golden amber instead of just radiant light. And across his face of this white dragonborn is a blue war paint streak. He wears battered noble blue armor, darkened with ash and time. It still gives off a faint glimmer of some remnants of holiness. Down his back, you see a braided cords of tendrils, kind of a little bit darker than his white facade is. And you can see within his dreadlock-like tendrils that there are many different rings of gold around him, each for a comrade lost and a vow upkept. As he approaches, looking to get his feather,
Could I have that, please?
She hands it to you. But she can hand.
Doing it again, Lucy.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I would say she sounded super faint.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. It sounded like she was a million miles away.
Her
She's
headset
just-
keeps, I don't know,
She's just the
acting
whisper
weird.
of the winds.
Her headset's having issues, I think.
Gotcha.
She handed it out, so she wants me to tell you she hands it out with a shaking hand.
He'll grab it and give you a little kind of curtsy nod as a thank you. And he kind of looks around and realizes he's kind of got himself encircled because he was really focused on this feather.
You see as this red cloaked figure approaches you, and he's got several instruments strapped to him. It almost looks comical to a point where there's no way he could possibly use all of these. But at the same time, you're looking at somebody who his eyes are sunken almost to a point of sleeplessness and insomnia. And he looks to you, and as he gets super close, you see as he stretches an arm out, he says, finally, someone with some prowess for some, well, looks like you have some kind of combat training. And he sticks an arm out to shake your hand.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and Rashid will shake your hands as well.
Yes, these scars aren't here for fun.
Hmm.
But the Holy Light protects, and that's why I'm still here. Sorry,
I see.
your name?
Ah, Mordwin. Mordwin the
Mordwin.
Dirge. Perhaps you've heard of me?
I have not. I apologize.
You see, as he just turns around and sighs.
So, my apologies. My name is my name's Gormac.
Yes.
I,
Gormac, it's good to meet you. We've all had a rather sudden experience just now. It seems we were all traipsing through the streets of Daggerford a little while ago, chasing a variety of our belongings that led us directly to this spot. And unfortunately, I don't know what this means, but, well, take a look around you. It's a fairly ominous place.
yeah, this it's not much different from where I've been. Yeah, it's odd for sure. I apologize.
Where exactly have you been?
You see that Gormac goes to try and answer as if he exactly knows, and then he just pauses and kind of sits there with a very confused look of like,
I, uh, I don't know.
Hmm.
Quite strange for you just not to know where you just came from.
Well, to be fair, we didn't know where we were.
And to be fair, I was completely lost as well.
We were in a barn.
Yes.
But before that,
Only the best of accommodations for the tabaxi.
She gives you like death stare.
Um, well, I guess that now that we're all here, may I ask everyone else's names, just so I know what to call y'all?
I'm Ranga.
Ranga. Nice to meet you. And the little one with that had the feather.
Alara raises her hand and she says, Alara.
Morgwin is just going to say, yes, very sneaky, that one. You'll have to watch out. She's good at taking
What?
feathers.
No. She starts to panic. She's like, no.
Ranga puts her paw on your shoulder, says, "Easy, little one. He's just kidding."
Oh, right.
when Gormac looks over at Alara, he looks at you in a very weird sense as if he kind of already knows you. But then that look fades really quickly. Yes, Alora. Oh. And y'all?
With no amusement, I quickly say, my name is Cassacrab.
Oh. Well met.
And Jesus?
Yes, buddy Jesus.
I'm still mad.
It's actually pronounced Benanel. Thank you very much.
Is anyone okay? I just gotta know. Is anyone else having trouble seeing the tokens, or is it just me?
I think it's
It might
just
just
you.
be you.
Jesus Christ.
The
God.
night of technical error is the biggest enemy.
C100.
Uh,
Well met. Do you have a shorter name I can call you by? That's a lot of syllables.
Just like these youngsters all over again. They still can't. They still don't have respect for the elders. And you can call me Ben for short.
Well, Van, I apologize if I insulted you by not being able to pronounce your name. My apologies. But I would appreciate if I could call you Van.
Sure, go ahead. Do what you want. I'm an old man anyway. It doesn't matter.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot your character's in. Okay, yeah, you look fucking grizzled as shit, man.
Morgwin's gonna lean over to Gormak and go, "You've made him mad."
It's so weird because I was like, okay, I need to. It's so hard to do the voice. I don't know how you do it so well.
he
Like
he's
I
a
can't
little
keep
bit
it.
of he got a couple of screw looses, that one.
Oh, I've been doing this voice for a hot minute, so it's. Plus, I live down south, so.
Makes sense.
Hey Kyle, can you put me back in? I tried to see if I reset it, it would fix it.
Put me back in,
He's one of
coach.
them Texas boys.
Yeah, Texas transplant, not raised Texan.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna make a character that is just as far north as you can go, and it's gonna be, hey, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Yes. You should
Here in
make him
Fargo.
an elk humanoid.
A wood chipper.
Sorry, not an elk. I meant a moose hybrid.
Oh, perfect.
All right, now we absolutely need to kill your character so we can see that.
No, I have so much to live for.
Come here.
All right. Oh my gosh. So I'm just as a,
Holy shit, the cat's
I'll
flying!
say as a perception thing. I want to look over Kesset Ray, and I just want to see exactly what he's carrying besides the bow.
Mm,
Oh, interesting.
interesting.
What else are you have? What else is
Yeah,
he
so
kind of
you
see on the
see-
outside?
Yeah, so on his waist you see like a dagger, and then on the back you see an actual traveling bag. There's a probably like a bedroll just kind of like hanging out of it because it's kind of stuffed with just some traveling stuff. You could definitely tell that he just kind of lives wherever. So he just has a very very full bag on his back.
Would you describe him as very well traveled?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to pick up on right now. Okay, perfect.
You are standing out here, and this mist is just creeping in a little bit. What are you all doing?
What's wrong with this mist? There's something wrong with it.
Did you see anything? She looks to Mordrin about the gate, about the statue.
Hmm. I was giving it a quick gander, but I can't say there's anything wrong with it. It just is a bit macabre. Don't know if I can fully appreciate the aesthetics here, but yeah, yeah. I I think something may have brought us all together here for some reason. I do have to ask, was the things taken from you that made you run here a precious keepsake of sorts?
Yes.
You could say that, yes.
Oh, well,
Yes.
Perhaps something is playing on our, well, wants, our needs. Whatever it is, it's drawn us here. I guess the question is, do we fall victim to whatever it might be?
I don't know if we have much of a choice. Gosh. It seems like it is pushing us in. As Ranga points to the mist or the.
Perhaps you're right.
It's already transported. It already transported us once. Who knows if it'll do it again?
Well, let's make our way forward. And then you see as he looks to Gormak and goes, care to lead?
Gormak nods and goes ahead and just looks at, well, still holding the feather in his hand, kind of looks at it inquisitively and just tucks it back into a he has like a small necklace pendant. It's just a chain with a leather pouch on it. It's nothing fancy, but he puts his feather in there and then puts it underneath his plate.
Oh.
We did get all of our items back though, right?
Yeah, I'm sure gathered and.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Okay.
Ranga takes the time to put the scarf back around her neck.
Open sesame.
Does it allow you to click on it?
As we're I was gonna say I can't oh there we go. Oh, it's a
Another
second door. It's another one. Gormak, as we're walking, I'm gonna end up saying, Mordwin's gonna look to you and he says, I've heard a tale or two of dragonborns and their valor. Some of those tales are absolutely bliss.
I am going to immediately smack him over the head with my hammer. Actually, it's funny you say that word. When you say that, Gormak actually stops in his tracks at the word bliss.
Something wrong, friend?
He kind of looks uneasy and as if he's trying to go through his thoughts in like a file cabinet order of where the hell he's heard that name before. He's heard it, but he doesn't know where it's from. And you see him kind of shake it off.
Yeah, I'm fine. Let's let me move on.
He's gonna look to Ranga and he's gonna do the swirling motion with his finger again. He's like, another one. Okay.
Quite the colorful group we have here.
Does everybody have motion down with their tokens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just using arrow keys.
Jesus Christ! I didn't even know.
Yeah, you can use arrow keys because it will allow you to move square by square too. So
nice.
And if you hold down Alt,
5 foot.
yeah, if you hold down Alt, you can also spin around in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you can like look towards what you want to look at.
And then control will
Gotcha.
send you into the air for some odd reason.
Okay.
Are the other two following?
Oh, for Kezit Ray and
Yeah, I just come in kind of just straggling along in the back of the group.
do you? So I just want to look around this little courtyard area because we're next to this fountain. What are these other buildings in the area?
I was literally about to ask that too.
What you're looking at, it almost seems like a rundown. The ones to your left, kind of maybe some kind of quarters, possibly. Looking how big this manor is, maybe they might have those that have worked for them.
Hmm.
Of course, you got the
So
giant
basically,
manor,
just like servants' quarters. You think
servant
then?
quarters, almost. Yeah.
Okay. I looked at everybody and I said, "Well, if we can't find accommodations here, I don't know if we would want to after hearing that creepy, spooky voice, but we can
You're
always
muted.
possibly stay over there."
Um, sorry, what voice did y'all hear?
Oh no, he didn't hear it. You joined late. There was a voice when we all had approached this gate that was saying, "Help me." Rather spooky, to say the least.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that's not the best thing to be hearing, but I would prefer to go find and help them if we can.
When we
Hmm.
heard the voice, could we tell if it sounded like an adult, a child, like
It's younger.
younger?
Maybe early age. Um, Female.
Gotcha.
Have you heard it since?
You
I'm
have
just
not.
checking if this works.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Perfect.
I'm gonna look to Gormac, and with a torch going and looking around in the swirling mist, the fog everywhere. I'm gonna say, I think it's best we stick together. And you realize, Mordwin's not really equipped with anything to really protect himself. You see, he's got a dagger and rapier, but like he doesn't strike you as the type that really knows how to use it very well. um, we'll put it that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure what brought us all here, but I reckon we're gonna be pottering up for a while.
Perhaps.
I think the journey's gonna be a lot better with all of us than us being separated. Uh, I'm sorry, you mentioned something about the buildings out there.
Oh yes, it's if for some reason we can't find somewhere to bed down, we can always possibly traipse around there out in those squalid ruins that someone might call quarters, but anyways, lead
Looking
on.
looking around, Kyle, at the clearly foreign environment that we're all in, I mean, do these buildings, these cross buildings out or these side buildings have any sort of what looks like they're used at any point in time? They have any lights on, or are they fully darkened?
They seem to be darkened. The one seems obviously really beat up. Things here are very murky, dark. Almost time has taken over. Run
Okay, so it
down.
looks
Is I gotta ask this: is the map full daylight for everybody else?
I have it
is.
as daylight so you can see a little better.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay, I didn't know
Actually,
if
you know
like
what?
that was
Let
intended
me.
or not. Oh, I got you.
You
Because
can
it is
raise the
about.
fog level too, Kyle.
Can you really? Wow,
Oh,
that's
there we
awesome.
go. Yeah.
Oh,
There it is.
There we go.
Much.
There we
Okay,
go.
there we go.
Oh yeah, that feels good. This feels right.
Yep, yep, yep. There we go.
yeah.
All right.
Well, which building
You
are we
know,
going to look at first?
as everybody's sitting there looking at these servants' quarters and everything else, I'm just gonna make the mention. Look at the servants' quarters.
Is that the one on our left or right?
I think the ones that are left.
To the left.
No. Let's go take a look.
Yeah, we can certainly see if anyone's home anywhere.
Take a step
So,
back and let Ranga go first.
this place doesn't look very promising. Looks quite
Quite torn down.
Yeah, as you
Yes,
approach
it
this,
is.
you see as the walls torn down somewhat. You can actually like climb technically on the side and peek in a little bit. It's definitely something that's been
I,
not in use in a while.
All right.
I can't say this looks like a very quaint place to stay.
Out of curiosity, Kyle, is there any like smoke or fog or like burn on the actual
The
building
building?
itself?
No,
Yeah.
it's just seems rotted. Parts of the wood seem rotted. Stones just uh, has slowly crumbled over time.
Okay. Anybody who's around Casa Gray, you see him kind of slowly like grab onto his dagger, but doesn't obviously like release it off of his waist. He just kind of slowly just kind of grabs it just to make sure it's next to him.
You
All
see,
right.
Ranga comes up, and like how most cats are, they just magically make their way up to the next second floor. Ranga just starts climbing up the side of the building. I have a climbing speed equal to my walking speed because I'm a tabaxi.
Oh wow.
So
That's kinda awesome.
Ranga just kind of, you just see her like find all the footholds.
Jesus
And
Christ.
she just finds all the footholds and little crevices, and as like a cat would, makes her way up to the top.
I'm just gonna make the quip. I wish I could do that.
And not everyone can be as agile as Mies. And she gives you a little
as
wink.
as soon as Ranga says that, well, I'm just gonna say that's stupid. I don't want it anymore.
Right. What do I see up here?
Um, First off, you notice the roof itself has caved in. Um,
Hmm.
the second floor seems to have caved in as well. Like it's been, you could tell just by that it's been a really long time since this has been in some kind of use.
Ranga just calls down, not super loud, but loud enough for them to hear. The roof and second floor are completely caved in. The first floor is all that is really manageable, and there's no cover here. It is completely open to the elements.
Hmm, that's a shame. Um,
Ranga makes
I'm
her
ju-
way back down.
I'm just gonna take a peek inside, and I'm specifically just looking for anything that could be of any kind of value. That's it. Any mundane items, anything like that.
Looking through here, it seems kind of almost ramshackled. It hasn't been in use for so long. There's just your everyday essential housing items. Kind of just here and there, you might see like a random fork or you know what I mean. Items like
Oh,
that, but nothing seems to
oh,
be.
is there like actual silverware in here?
You might find like a fork or like a some kind of knife. Super rusted.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing that's
All right, never
fresh or
mind.
new or anything like that. Everything, the age of time has definitely taken over this.
Oh, okay, so this has seen the ravages of time in some way or
Yes,
another. I
yes,
gotcha.
very
Okay.
much so.
Okay, so it's been a while. All right. I'm just gonna turn to everybody and says, well, it looks like there isn't much here. Perhaps we make our way to the main attraction. And I point towards the manor.
We can also check the building next to us.
Oh, true.
It's on our way anyways.
Yeah,
Technically.
might as well.
Honestly, though, I thought you were gonna try to grab the silverware and be like that guy from Mystery or the Men in Mystery.
Mystery men.
Yeah, Mystery Men.
I was
The
thinking about it.
I mean, if you'd like, I can get a bird's eye view. I can take a view and return back to us. If
what do you
if
mean, little one?
and um she wild shapes into a bird.
Mm.
Oh wow.
As you do that, Ranga just looks. Ranga's eyes get real wide. Oh.
Whoa.
Food.
Like I knew I smelled a beast on you.
It's doing
Yeah,
the
I'll
other.
take to
You're-
the air
You cut out.
and get.
Excuse me.
Lucy, you're struggling.
Oh man.
Excuse me.
She's gonna plug in and try to see if that helps. She wants to basically just do a quick
The
fly around of the second building. Oh, the whole
no.
courtyard. She wants to fly around the whole courtyard.
Okay. As you do that,
Wait, let me
Hmm.
you're cutting.
plug it in.
Lucy's good. It's just randomly cutting in and out now.
As Lucy flies around there, Alora flies around the area. As I said before, time has definitely taken over the wherever you are. You don't notice anything too out of the ordinary other than that on the outside of this building, the main manor itself. The other building on the right seems to appear to be almost like a barn. And the other building that you see ahead of you, if anybody's peeking in, seems to be a barn as well.
Interesting. I'm just gonna look to everybody and say, perhaps we, as Alara goes about investigating what's in the area, and after we get word back, perhaps we look around on the outskirts of all of these buildings before we enter inside.
Yeah, no, I agree. We need to make sure and check everything.
Okay.
I reckon.
Does mostly everything look uninhabited? Especially
Yes.
like the manor. Do I notice any any lights from the manor or anything that might signal that it has any kind of life inside of it, or
It seems to be unoccupied, but strangely around the manor, even like the front doors and stuff, the lanterns that hang are lit.
Hmm.
They're litty.
I suppose someone may live here.
And those are the only lights we see around the area, right?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Interesting.
is there anything interesting with this tree in the middle?
She's
Is there like what's the plant life situation like?
taken over from time, but a lot of it is very dark and twisted almost. It's not your everyday trees that you normally would have seen. Some kind, almost like a deathly form has came. A lot of these bushes are just branches now. The trees are more twisted than anything.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, then I'd come back and report everything I saw and everything I noticed, and and say I think we should head to the main house. I don't think there's anything around this area.
As Alara's saying this, I'm just gonna motion over towards this door, and I'm gonna shake the handle and see if it opens. I just want to see if it's actually. Can I open this?
You should be able to.
Okay. What do I see?
What you see in front of you, as I said, what looks to be some kind of a barn that may have had livestock come in and out. You also notice that this is lumber is kept here.
Oh. I'm after realizing that a lot of these outskirt buildings are just, dilapidated ruins at this point. I'm just gonna make my way over with the rest of them to the main manor. I just wanted to investigate a little further.
Mhm.
I assume there's nothing in there.
Well, that seems to have more of a chance of maintaining us for the night than the porters over there. But
Good to know. I reckon we make our way up to what seems to be the only lit place in this area. That their keep over there, or whatever you want to call it.
Gormak's gonna head towards the keep unless anyone else would like to do anything else here.
No, I trust the little one. I think we should just proceed forward. Are you staying in your bird, or did you pop back out? Okay, then Ranga's gonna give you a little pat on the head. Good job, little one.
Pop back out.
I could have
I'm
swore
gonna
you were
look.
a child.
I'm just gonna look at the Ranga and be like, I thought you were going to eat her.
Luckily for her, I have more than enough common sense than to eat a druid. It's not like it's my first time seeing one. I will admit, she did
Vote
look
no.
quite tasty.
No. I am.
This is
Oh, Lucy, yours is like
I
weirdly
didn't mean to do that.
behind.
I've been
What the fuck,
possessed.
man? Just throwing us around.
this is weirdly cathartic being able to move tokens around.
No, Lucy, your like audio is like weirdly backed up.
Yeah, it like shot all at once for some reason.
I can't figure
There's
out
definitely
what's
something
going on.
funky going on.
We're on the same internet, so I don't know what's going on with
That's
Discord.
really weird.
Are you both wireless?
Nope, we're both hardlined.
That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's
She does have
really
janky
weird.
headset. Well, she doesn't have the best headset in the world because I did buy her like I didn't buy her like the most expensive one in the world.
How dare you? I'm joking.
As I said before, this you see this iron gate, oak doors, and these lamps are lit. The doors are old and weathered, the wood darkened over time.
Ranga will go up to the gates. Does it open up if we touch it?
It does.
Wait.
Just say, lead the way, friend.
I'm going to
And I
drag you
motioned.
all somewhere really quick. So,
Oh my gosh!
go towards the right.
It just sent us.
Oh shit! Where did my dude go? I was just looking.
Kyle kidnapped us.
I did.
Ah!
Oh, go all the way
We've
to
been
the
flung
right.
into
There's a different
nothingness.
map.
If
There's
you
a
guys
different
just
map.
if you guys click on your token, it'll take you right to your token.
Yep, that too. Or there's just a map all the way to the right. Oh no, don't click on the token because he put us into ether.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll fix it.
Yeah, I'll fix you. I just gotta gather you all up really quick.
I'm in the black
I am so
void.
deeply confused. Oh, and I see.
Well, this is fun.
Wait.
I can. Oh my god.
Oh,
Wait. Why did it?
Might have to do one at a time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it did. You
Oh,
gotta
I
like
see him.
raise up the. Oh Jesus Christ! How do
I
I
got you.
get that up there?
Hold oh, hold shift and then click on your token. It lets you ghost.
yep, I got it. Yeah,
Nope, I don't got it.
I got it. I got me.
Save me, DM. All right, thank you.
So with that, I will open this gate.
No, and
Neat.
well, I will let you all know now. I have not the. I'm not the most well off when it comes to being at the front, but I do have the ability to get into places where we're not normally welcome.
Well, I mean, let's knock. No need to go stealing anything right now.
Ranga looks at his pouch.
All right, I'm just gonna knock on the door. Is there a knocker?
There is.
I'm gonna let loose. I'm gonna go like ding 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 ding.
Perfect. You knock. No one answers.
Hello,
Try opening it.
6 shady people looking to enter your home.
Ranga pushes on the door.
Oh well, just let yourself in, why don't you?
I think we're supposed to go in. Whatever it is that's brought us here, I think wants us to go in. I think it's part of whatever this game is.
Maybe we'll find the
Perhaps.
owner in there. Kind of tell us where we're at and why we're here.
Yes.
Yeah, what the hell? Let's get it done.
As we start to make our way inside, what do we
Can
see? Oh, go ahead.
Ranga would like to go as stealthily as she can.
I don't like the pictures.
Why not?
They're spooky.
I suggest
all-
the utmost caution at this point.
Well, that is spooky.
All right. So
Don't know if we're not welcome.
For all intents and purposes, we are welcome to
this
right in.
hallway is kind of just your average entrance area. You see some pictures hanging of some odd things.
What are the odd things in the pictures, if you don't mind me asking?
You noticed a very charming, handsome-looking fella with long black hair that pulls backwards. But it almost has like a darkened sense to it. Very proud. The other picture is of a lady wearing a mask, horns sticking out of the sides.
Maybe these are the ones who reside here.
Quite eccentric portraits, especially the one on the left.
Reminds me of my ex-wife.
I have lots of questions for you, sir. I don't know if we have enough time for all of them.
Listen, you can't ask questions that you don't want answers to.
Well, I'm not saying I don't know the answers.
I'm just saying, I think there are lots of questions that I don't have time to ask because we are wherever we are.
Mordwin's just gonna approach this other door as they're in the middle of this banter, and he's gonna knock again. Hello.
Might be better
With
to not
no
announce ourselves.
response.
Hmm. Yeah. If we're lucky enough that no one's in here, maybe we can get our own rooms. And I'm just gonna push the door open.
All right, hold on a second.
Ranga is going to slowly creep back
Wait.
away from everybody, away from the group,
Hey.
and keep herself hidden.
All right, so you
Whoa, what the hell is this?
go ahead and enter in. What you see this
Ooh,
wide
it's a big hall.
hall, yes, runs the width almost of the house with black marble fireplace at one end, a sweeping red marble staircase on the other. Mounted above the fireplace is a portrait. And what you see on the other side, but towards the staircase, is a grandfather clock, which is placed in this on the opposite side.
What is the portrait?
So the portrait above this fireplace that you look at is this. I will send it into Discord.
I don't see a portrait.
Hold on one second. Nope, not that. Just sent. And
Oh.
it reads, Mr. Gustav and Mrs. Elizabeth Durst, with their 2 children, Rosavelda and Thornbolt.
Huh.
Do any of these names ring a bell?
Give me a history check. Just
We heard the voice of a child. There seem to be little ones.
I got a straight roll of 18.
the names are not sounding familiar.
Anyone recognize them?
I've never one been for much on keeping up with nobility. Can't say I do.
Can't say. There rings a bell at all.
Well, yeah, looks like there's a few rooms down the way. We might be able to find someone or at least take shelter for the night.
Well,
And with
now I'm
that,
quite concerned. We
short-
did hear a child's voice.
shortly after you enter in here, though, these doors behind you slam. The lights all in this room extinguish. You are pure darkness.
Over behind Glock.
The rain outside completely vanishes, leaving the house eerily silent. Suddenly, out of nowhere, appearing on the southern wall just above the staircase, you see bloody letters appear. And it reads, Beneath this dwelling lurks a beast who hungers for a bloody feast. He sleeps until the midnight chime. then wakes to feed his dark design. If morsels seek to flee their doom, then bring toward his secret room a gift to soothe his savage mood, but mind the servant of his brood. And with that, you hear this clock as the lights flicker back on. You hear the clock ding.
How many times does it ding?
You see as it hits an hour. Like it hits the hour mark. So
What hour?
it hits 6 o'clock.
Okay, so 6 hours until midnight.
And there's a beast underneath us.
And you could give it the gift.
Hmm.
You gotta find that gift.
I don't think most beasts do not like gifts that you want to give them.
It depends on what you call a beast.
And how you know them and how you treat them.
Maybe we can just leave. And you're gonna see as Morgwin walks up to the doors that just slam shut and try to open them.
They don't open.
Okay.
Figures.
You hear Morgwin flips around. You can see he's a little panicky. He's gonna walk back over towards Gormak specifically. Well, I suppose we're here for the night.
You don't say.
But us, we should at least look around and see what is around, where we can go, where we may need to hold up until everything goes over, because it's at midnight. Whatever is downstairs will obviously be looking for something. They go up, Lucy.
Kyle, just as a side note, it kicked me from the game for some reason, and it's saying waiting on GM to transfer the
I'll
beat
put you
over
back
to that
in.
board.
Yep, I'll put you
Yeah, I
right
don't know
back
what
in.
happened.
Let me set this
Yeah.
as the starting board, so that way when you come back, if it does kick you back out, it will bring you straight to this board.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't even know what happened.
Ranga is going to make her way to one of the doors.
I'm gonna follow.
I'm gonna stand at a distance.
This door, Ranga is going to look it over and make sure there's nothing wrong with it.
I follow behind.
All right, so there is a door here,
Yes.
and this kind of looks like the hallway kind of leads out, and then of course this is the stairs over here. Looking
I'll
over
look at
the
this.
door in front of you, nothing seems to be off about it.
Ranga will cautiously prop it open.
All right,
Wee.
hold on a second. It's set like
Double
that.
door.
Yeah, the double doors are set like that for the fact of
Door.
hiding.
Is Ven and Alaris, or I'm sorry, Ven and now? Is Ven and are the two of you staying right around where I'm at with the fireplace?
Let's see. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Okay, I'm just chilling out with him right now and Alara, while the I guess the three of you are over there in that room. But Kyle, for some reason, if you're asking, exactly what I'm doing right now, I'm kind of sheepishly just walking around, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Is this fireplace giving off a lot of warmth?
It is giving off warmth.
Okay, I'm gonna try and dry my clothes while I'm here for a bit.
Okay.
I'm I'm going
Can
to
I also walk to the
slowly.
fireplace and light like a cigarette,
Yeah,
like a tobacco
yeah.
cigarette?
Yeah, right.
I'm going to
Morgwin's
slowly
gonna
enter.
Morgwin's gonna look to you, Van, and go, "Can I bum one?"
Or just like, cough, like it's like you know how when people talk to you, there's
Mhm.
like
Oh my gosh.
So as you crack this door open to this room, you catch a glimpse of something feral beyond, an ember eye that flashes in the darkness, and a bestial muzzle curled into a
We have company.
snarl.
Oh shit!
Renga readies her daggers.
Cormac's just been working his way down the hall, just kind of giving a once over of everything.
Does Cassette Ray see that as well, or
Yes,
is he
yes.
not in? Okay, so then
Yeah.
I kind of get prepped just in case.
Mm-hmm.
And Renga says that loud enough, so hopefully they all hear her.
Are you
Oh, so what are you
entering a
gonna
little
say
bit?
for
Oh, go
specifically?
ahead.
Said we have company.
Oh, I'm sure the owners will be pleased. I'm gonna start walking over.
And you see Renga just goes. Just hisses at the eye, the figure.
All right. As you enter in just a little bit more, reveals a gray furred wolf frozen into place. It's only a moment before you realize that it's not moving.
Did you say wolf?
Yep.
Wolf.
And
Then you see Cassette Ray immediately get pissed.
and another before you realize that it's not alone. This oak paneled room looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are two additional stuffed wolves, a large gray wolf and a smaller brown wolf. Two padded chairs draped in animal furs face a hearth, with an oak table between them supporting an assortment of objects. A chandelier hangs above the cloth-covered table, surrounded by 4 chairs and 2 cabinets standing against the walls. A pair of small toys seems to have been forgotten beneath one of the chairs.
Renga says, "Never mind. This is just some fool's trophy room."
as soon as Alara looks into the room, she says, "Oh goodness," and she refuses to go into the room.
Renga, where are the wolves at?
One
Like-
is basically, because they're not showing here,
Yeah.
one is sitting here, one is in this corner of the room, and another is over in this area.
Oh, one's over there. All right. So, and you said there were some toys, like some small toys.
It looks like there's small toys underneath one of the seats, the leather chairs.
That catches Renga's attention, and she will make her way over.
One of these.
Yeah, and on her way over, she does kick the one wolf over here down, and she goes, "Filthy mongrels."
I join Ranga and I look at him, or look at Ranga and say,
Yeah.
I fucking hate wolves.
Well, that makes the two of us. And Ranga goes down and checks the toys. Like, how old do they look? What exactly, like, just anything I can get some information about how long they've been here, or, what age potentially they could have been, the child that was playing with them.
Looking over these 2 toys are plush gray wolves. The threadbare coats show evidence of heavy mending and patchwork. You notice clumsy stitchwork on their stomachs read Rose and Thorn. So one says Rose and one says Thorn.
Yes. These belong to the children. You see Ranga, like, this whole time, she's been very, very on guard. Her fur probably very tense. It seems to almost like soften. She kind of grabs one and kind of just rubs her, like, puts her hand across the name of the child. She grabs the other one and she puts them both inside of her pouch. Like, we need to find these children if they're still here.
I agree.
Mordwin walks in the room to see Ranga stuffing some possessions into her pack, and just goes, "Typical,"
Ranga shoots her head
and
back
turns around and walks out.
She gives him the, like, most intense evil look.
What is this on my left, Kyle? Is this like a closet?
It looks to be, yes.
Okay. Can I try to open that?
You can.
Okay, so I open it. Is there anything that I see?
So you open it.
Oh shit.
You see 5 silvered crossbow bolts mixed in with another 60 bolts, maybe normal bolts.
Wow.
That's it? Okay. Can I study them? Is there anything like about them or anything like that? Like anything meaningful? Or...
Other than like the 5 silver crossbows are obviously stick out towards you due to being silver.
Got it. Yeah, I just kind of I don't do anything. I just kind of brush it off and just kind of move back to where Ranga is.
Anything interesting in there?
No. Nothing that I want.
Alright. And further inspection, there's nothing else in this room.
There's
Aside
another
from, like,
closet that's sitting on this side.
Oh. Wait, am I crazy? Wait. Oh, I didn't even notice those doors. I'll go take a look. Ranga kind of gets up and heads this way and opens the door.
Right. This cabinet, you see mounted piece of child's needlework. This depicts a boy and a girl holding the hands of a young woman. Alongside clumsily stitched words that read, "For Miss Clara." You notice, though, that the young woman's face has been slashed and cut out.
Ooh.
This is quite... Is it the same children in the other one?
You get the sense it kind of looks that way.
Is that the only thing in here?
Yes.
Right. quite strange. Especially with the face being ripped out. What? You said it was Clara?
Yes.
Clara. I'll have to wonder what that could be.
Renga, are you gonna show that to anybody else? Are you gonna take that?
What was it? I mean, I'll pick it up. I can pick it up,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, you can grab it.
Yeah, I'll grab it and I'll just kind of walk out with it and just kind of be like, quite strange. There were toys for the children that were in that photo, Rose and Thorn. And then there's this. As Brenga proceeds to show the medal with the face carved out. It's quite strange.
Clara poked her head around the door frame and says, maybe that was a caretaker. Maybe she took care of the kids.
It's still strange that that somebody would destroy this. Must have been something. There must have been something that happened, or maybe she angered one of the parents. Did something wrong.
As everyone's looking in the room and doing their own thing,
Yes.
Timber kind of came
Timber.
over. Oh my God, Timber. Sorry.
Who is this Timber?
Yelling to
He's
I think he's lying
a
about his name, everybody.
he's an arsonist that is in some shit.
Yes, what is Gormak and others doing?
Yeah, so Gormak's actually going to kind of just post himself up against this wall, slightly leaning against it, kind of cross his arms, and just keep a watch, because that's what he knows what to do, how to do it.
Yeah.
Is
Kyle, is there a crossbow inside that cabinet that's
There
got all the
is.
bolts in it? You know what? I'm not really super. Is it a heavy crossbow or a light crossbow?
It is.
whatever you want it to be.
It is a light crossbow.
Oh,
No. Yes, it is. So there's a light crossbow, a heavy crossbow, and a hand crossbow. There's a few in there.
I'm gonna make my way forward towards it, and be like, don't mind if I do.
Okay.
Take the light crossbow, and I'm gonna. Is there like a bolt quiver?
So there are. So there seems to be a bunch of normal crossbows sitting around, and then there are 5 silver crossbow bolts sitting there. That's mixed within. There is a side quiver, but it looks like these are just kind of sprout out on this table. Like somebody's been, creating and just setting them there.
Gotcha. I'm gonna take that bolt quiver, and I'm gonna stuff the 5 silver ones and probably 15 normal ones into it, and I'm gonna take that light crossbow.
Okay, and then
uh,
in D&D Beyond, you just add items when you find. So
okay, and I'm gonna realize that Kesset Ray is standing behind me as I'm doing this, and I'm gonna look to him and I go, well, I mean, they're not using it.
then I look at him and I go, I didn't expect you to be a weapons man.
Well, I'm not really, but I need something at a distance.
As you walk out, Ranga goes, typical.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore it.
As you both turn around and start heading out, you swear you hear movement behind you.
Okay.
We'll turn around real fast.
Oh, moving from the room?
Yep. Once you turn around, you swear you see these taxidermied wolves almost move.
My eyes widen.
You see as Mordwin makes his way forward towards the door and then closes it.
Nope.
I quietly say thank you to
Yep, we don't need any of that.
thank you.
What are you doing?
Mm.
Also, strangely, for the area being very aged and everything else, oddly, this first floor of what you've seen so far is pretty spotless, pretty clean.
Interesting.
Something or someone is keeping this place preserved.
Yeah, probably the thing that talked to us. Or was it something that talked to us, or was it something like red writing or something like
Red
that?
writing appeared.
Okay.
Nothing spoke.
Yeah, probably the person who put that blood red writing up there.
Very true. Should we keep looking around down here, or should we make our way up?
Well, we got a hallway and some doors to look through, so hopefully we can find the master of this place in one of their places.
That's fair.
So there's here, and then there's like a mini hall here.
I'll take it. I can take the double doors if one of you wants to check the other room. I will check these double doors.
Gormax is gonna post up right about here, so he's kind of got a good sight of this hallway and
Mhm.
the stairs.
Anybody else looking at this other door or anything else? Or are you all waiting for?
I'm just kind of staring down this hallway, trying to see something. Because I just look over to my right shoulder and I go, I know you want me to go down there, but I'm not sure that's where I'm supposed to go. And you just see me talking to my shoulder like that for like 2 minutes while I'm just like trying to smoke a cigarette, but with only my crippled hand.
Your strong hand.
A strong hand, yes. A mixing hand, actually, for mashed potatoes.
Nice. I like the reference.
Thank you.
It's my strong hand.
I'm so glad you got that.
I did. It's where I got the idea from.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus.
I will say, Ranga. Are you going to say something to him, Gormak?
Gormak's gonna insight check on what the fuck he's doing.
All right, go ahead. Give it an insight check.
Wait, on who?
I got a 14.
Then, what do you feel Gormak's getting a sense of when he's looking at you? Talking to this thing on your shoulder.
It's almost like I look at him and I can see that he can almost see what I am seeing. He catches like a faint glimpse of this like small little golem that's like that's like slightly It's slightly like almost like blood red.
Gormak's gonna rub his eyes real quick to make sure he saw what he saw, and notice that it's whatever was there is gone. And he's gonna look at you, gonna look at Ven, and give him a inquisical look, and not pay too much attention to that at this very moment.
I'm just gonna look at you, and you see me like use my strong hand to put the cigarette in my mouth and go and blow it right at you.
Oh,
Gormak inhales all of it and blows it right back at him.
nice.
You never see me smile. You just see me go. You see like my lip at the very edge just move slightly up. Not enough for anybody else to see.
You do notice though, when I blow it back to you, it's significantly colder.
Ow. That's hot. That's hot.
Ranga,
Mm-hmm.
as you're approaching this door, though, you hear who just disappeared.
That was me.
Where did you fall to? You hear. Let me see if I can find your character.
Come on.
You hear muffled sound of like a lively dinner feast, including clinking glasses, quiet laughter, and a distant conversation.
Oh, and that
Ranga just like a little, not super loud, but she goes, I can hear her. It sounds like there's someone in there.
is that a party they're having?
It sounds like it. Can I open the door?
You just open it?
Well, when I ask it that way.
No, I'm just asking. That's what you said you were doing?
Yeah,
I like that. When you ask it that way.
The inflections on your words say we shouldn't.
Are you sure you want to do that?
So you touch the door?
I do touch the door.
And you
Too
start
late, your
cracking it
character
open?
dies.
As you start to quietly open this door, stillness and the cold grandeur of the room beyond.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
a hallway.
Wait.
Ooh.
You start to approach. You enter into a wood-paneled dining room. The centerpiece is carved mahogany tables surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, which is set with silverware and crystal glasses polished to dazzling shine. Mounted above the fireplace is a mahogany framed painting of an alpine valley. The wall paneling is carved with elegant images of deer among the trees. Red silk drapes cover the windows, and tapestry hangs from an iron rod bolted to the south wall. The table groans beneath the weight of the delicious-looking feast. Exquisite dishes lay on grand platters. Succulent roasted poultry glazed with shimmering honey sauce. Perfectly grilled cuts of beef still steaming lightly. A variety of cheeses and fresh fruits. And freshly baked spreads, giving off a comforting aroma.
I'm gonna look directly at Ranga, and I'm gonna say, well, maybe they made it for us.
And there's no one in here.
There,
Yes, that is fairly odd.
Do we still hear the talking?
you don't. It's just silent.
Is you said the food? It looks like it's still got steam coming off of it and everything else. Like it's all freshly
Yes.
baked.
That is correct.
Mordwin's gonna take a step forward. He's just gonna give the food more of a bit of a gander, and
I
he's gonna
don't.
see what's there.
I can't say I recommend that.
Perhaps we should wait. Perhaps we should wait until we find someone. We don't want to eat other people's food.
Suppose, and you
What are
see
you
as
gonna
he
do?
takes a step back. I'm still gonna look over the rest of the room though.
Okay.
I want to get closer to the painting that's got the Alpine Valley in it. Is there any specific details in it that would stand out?
Not to your knowledge, but go ahead and give me a perception check as you're looking over this painting and
The rest of the room, as
yep,
well as possible.
I see him going to the painting, and I will curiously go take a look at it as well.
Okay. So I don't have a great perception check. This is
Can
one of
I
my
roll
weak
one, too?
areas.
Yeah, you could roll one
A
too.
14.
Alright. For funsies, I'm gonna roll with my dice.
Mhm.
That is a 14 on the dice, and I have a +6 to perception, so it's a dirty 20.
Okay, so both of you, looking over the Alpine Valley, don't notice too much on that. That doesn't look familiar at all. Definitely nothing that's catches your eye on familiarity. But
You said there's stags in the picture though?
there is the wall paneling is carved with elegant images of deer among trees.
Oh, the wall panel.
Yes, but
Yeah.
looking over that though, you both notice twisted faces carved into the tree trunks and wolves lurking amid the carved foliage.
I'm gonna turn to Ranga and I'm gonna say, I'm noticing something thematically that doesn't make me feel very comfortable.
Is it the wolves?
Yes.
I'm not quite a fan of them either for, obvious purposes. Or obvious reasons. But yes, this is quite strange. It seems a little weird.
Yes, indeed. Hmm.
It's been a hot minute, so Cormac's gonna go over to where they went down.
Perfect,
And just peer
okay.
down the hallway.
All right.
Oh, hello. There's just some very strange things in this room.
Everything all right down there?
Yes, we're just getting ready to enjoy the feast.
So it looks like anything is kept for child. Like, is there anything like small silverware, small chairs?
Yeah, the seats are all pretty large carved. Silverware all seems to be about the same size. Doesn't look like there's any things set specifically. But the kids could just eat off of normal, obviously, plates and stuff like that. As you're also looking at, and Gormak's calling down, What are the other two doing? What's Ven
Well, I
and
was gonna ask.
Cassette?
I was like, is this door? Out of curiosity, because I mean, like, because what I'm seeing is like obviously the door goes into that room. Is there
You're
like
not
is that the
sure.
same?
Uh,
Okay, so can I like take these doors in just out of
so there's
curiosity?
these doors, this door, and then of course this door up front here still.
I want to
Um,
kick this door right here.
all right,
In.
you kind of kick it toward inward, kind of having a feeling, and you are
As
seeing what. Oh, go ahead.
as you kick that door in, Mordwin collectively shits himself the second you do that. Uh, Ranga, you would see it first and foremost because Alara's facing the door already. But yeah, Mordwin does not take surprise as well.
I look at Mordred and I go,
Ranga,
"Does Ranga got your tongue?"
Ranga
Very
files the
funny.
information
Very funny.
investigator.
I'm gonna give Keset Ray a bardic inspiration.
Oh, nice, nice, beautiful.
Ranga's just gonna keep a note that more wait, hold on. Okay, Mordwin is quite scared easily.
That's a D6 on whatever roll you want coming up here. You got
I
it
look
lasts
at
for
it.
an hour.
And so those doors open up into that new hallway. I wonder what that would mean. There's going to be some kind of storage, the room there should be a room in the middle here, because there was a door next to the door we opened.
Hmm.
Strange.
I don't know if I'm inviting anything right now. Excuse me. I don't know if I'm inviting any kind of peril by doing this, but I'm gonna pull one of these chairs out and just sit on it for the time being.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
I'm not gonna eat anything. I haven't lost my manners, but I am just gonna stay here for the time being.
Yeah. Does anything happen when he sits down?
Nothing happens. He just sits.
Okay.
Well, it's a good thing no one decided to get you.
Hmm. Yes. Where? I'm gonna take a look around and I'm gonna ask, where's our other companion?
Hearing that, Gormak's gonna be like, "Fuck, where is he?" and look for him.
Right.
Found him.
I'm right here. So, is anybody else gonna eat the clearly bad food?
I would not recommend eating the food. The wallpaper in here is quite interesting though. And Ranga kind of points out the strange, you know, wolves in the background, and you said there were skulls.
Wolves, and then the trees had like
Trees.
twisted faces in the
Twisted
trees.
faces.
Yeah.
So just a very strange decor choice. Not quite sure what it means, but
Does
I don't think it's as good.
You said faces. Did any of those faces look like the ones from the picture in the hallway?
Do they?
They don't.
That's a good question.
Doesn't appear that any of them do.
Will you mind looking at this tapestry back here with me, Dan?
I didn't even see that one.
Yeah, it was dark. I brought my light.
I'm gonna take a look at the tapestry.
The tapestry itself is well made, very pretty. Nothing seems too off-putting about it.
No hidden images.
Not that you're noticing, no.
I insight check the tapestry
Is
and
Is
see if
the
it's lying to
tapestry-
us.
Is it lying to me?
You liar.
Um,
Okay, well, if there's
Seems-
nothing like interesting or anything of any meaning within the tapestry other than it's very pretty, Gormak's gonna go back out to the hall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna protect this door.
What are the rest of you doing?
I like this door. It's my door.
Is there
Is it-
anything else in this room that stands out?
Other than the weirdest and most oddly creepy thing in this entire thing is the fact that you are hearing voices and people chatting and having conversations, fresh made food, and nobody's here.
Well, yes, that's quite strange. I chalking
Oh, the
it up-
conversation's still going on?
No, it went silent as
Oh,
soon
okay.
as the doors open.
Okay, then I didn't hear it.
I'm going to chalk that up to probably the same thing that wrote the message in blood. There's something beyond our comprehension. As everyone's kind of doing their own thing, Ranga does kind of walk out. And he's like, "Would you like to join me? I want to check this other door that exists between these. The room should exist between these two hallways."
Talking about this.
Yeah. So she's asking Gormak if he would like to join her.
Yeah, Gormak will oblige.
Alright.
He'll nod softly towards you and follow you close behind.
Quite the gentleman.
I'll just slowly make my way.
I'm making my way.
Make a way. Alright, are you gonna open the door? Alright.
Yes.
So.
It's a trap door.
And I run away.
It's a cloakroom.
Interesting.
You're gonna. Oh. And you
Oh,
die.
go ahead.
No,
I die.
No,
I just gotta
no.
walk like right into the doorway.
Got
Looking,
him. 8 lives left.
You come into this room. There's
So what's everybody doing?
cloaks in here. They're investigating this one little room that was in between the halls. As you go into this cloak room, you do notice one of these cloaks seem to have like an envelope sticking out of it.
I'm going to grab it.
You grab it, and it is addressed to a Lady Levana Watcher.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sure. That wasn't one of the names on the painting, right?
No.
Curious. There's an envelope here addressed to somebody, an unknown person.
Perhaps the caretaker of the children?
No, wait, what was the? No, that was a different name.
Sarah?
Clara.
Huh.
This could be another helper that was here.
Are there
No.
any nice looking cloaks in that room?
There's some decent cloaks in there, yes.
You know what? I'm gonna start going through it like a shopping spree and look
Okay.
for one that I want.
All right. What are you gonna do with the envelope?
Ranga's gonna hold on to it for just a second, but she's also gonna sit here and think how this doesn't seem right. This is such a narrow closet, and yet the hallways are so long. I guess that could be by design, or maybe there's something hidden.
Mordwin is gonna look at Ranga and say, "I think you are thinking on it too hard." perhaps take a cloak and just
Rango walks out, and she is then gonna open the envelope.
All right, what you see
Oh no, I was just saying.
I'm gonna get arrested for opening someone else's mail.
is this invite. I put it in Discord.
Yes. You are cordially invited to join Mr. Gustav and Elizabeth Durst for the celebration of the 1-year anniversary of the Durst Mill. The Durst residence at Barovia Village. 6 o'clock.
PM.
Yeah.
Barovia Village.
Barovia. So that at least narrow. I guess I'm going to assume this is their residence, and we are in a place called Barovia.
Hmm.
And you said it was 6. Wait, you said it was 6 o'clock on the Ranga looks at the grandfather clock again. What time is it?
Time's definitely. It's still 6, but it's probably 6:45 ish about now.
But it's moving in.
It's
real
moving
time.
in real time. Correct.
So we got here at 6. We heard the people eating.
Oh, you might be onto something.
Quite strange.
Huh.
With dinner and refreshments.
See, it even says on the invite that that's what this is for. Maybe nobody showed up. We should go enjoy that feast.
Ranga is. There's one more door. Ranga thinks about what it could be. I'm going to. I need to check. I'm going to check this last door. I think I might know what it is, but I want to confirm it. If it's right, there should be activity in here as well. I put my ear up to the door. Do I hear anything?
You don't.
Right. I'm going to
Maybe the
open door.
latrine?
And Ranga just sighs and rubs her snout.
Are you opening the door?
Yes, I am going to open the door.
All right.
Good for you, Ranga. Taking some initiative.
Somebody has
You
to.
enter a tidy kitchen with dishware, cookware, and utensils
Perfect.
neatly placed on shelves. A work table has a cutting board and a rolling pin atop it. A stone dome-shaped oven stands near the east wall. Its bent iron stovepipe connecting to a hole in the ceiling. Beyond the stove and to the left is a thin doorway. In the front right corner of the room is a small wooden door set into the wall.
I get a feeling this was what was going to be here. It was the only thing that made sense with the food right here. Yes, the kitchen had to be here. I was assuming that maybe there would be... Because I thought if it was playing out the same night as this party with the food, maybe they'd be... We would have heard the rustle and both of them preparing everything in here. But that's not the case.
Maybe everyone stepped outside and left us to spooky party games?
You slowly follow in.
All right.
I don't know why that door is not opening.
Which door?
And at the
There's a
entrance,
second
like
door.
there's a
One of
second
the
door
doors
there,
is
yeah.
still open, or still closed.
Oh, there we go.
Door number 2.
The double doors.
The door, a player's worst enemy.
The door!
Is there a large amount of silverware and stuff in here that's pretty well kept?
You couldn't expect it, but yeah, so looking over this room, looking over the cookware, you find that the largest kitchen knife is actually missing.
I don't know.
When you're looking at a set, you're like, yeah, there should be a larger one.
That's got to be in the turkey out there.
Is there anything on this table over here?
You notice there is a pot, obviously, over. And looking at the table, it looks. You see, looking through in and out of, because I'm sure you're all suturing about. You do find open up a pot, and it contains a wine bottle. A folded piece of delicate lace, a vial of brownish dried powder, like seasonings and stuff like that. And
Is the sorry?
Go ahead.
You can continue. Oh, you continue.
You see a banquet of whitted sunflowers tied to a small scroll of parchment.
Is the bottle of wine full?
It
Or
is.
empty, or...
It's labeled and everything. It's full.
I want to pick it up, and then I just say, "Is anybody thirsty?"
And Mordwin looks to looks to you and says, "I certainly am." Good to see someone with sense here. And I'm gonna find the nearest glass I can and say, "Hey, would," and I'm gonna find one for for. Oh no.
Then
Oh no. That I realized like all of you guys probably aren't experiencing this. Everyone had their listed names of their characters on the left, and
Yeah.
now all it says for me is player on everybody. It doesn't
That happened to me
say.
earlier.
Yeah,
I think it's
don't know
going in
what
and
the hell's
out.
going on.
Yeah,
I had to
I just
leave
have
and
it
come
on
back, and everyone's names came back on.
Very strange.
Yeah, the
Yeah, on
wine
my-
is unopened. It has a label on it, obviously, like most wines. Like I said, you found a piece of lace. This brownish dried powder and wilted sunflowers tied to a small scroll of parchment. As you all are looking through here,
Is there any glasses around us, by the way? Just
there's
to
some
kind of
glasses
finish this.
sitting there. Yeah.
I open up the bottle and I pour at least 2 glasses, and I hand one over to Mordwin.
All right. Mordwin he's gonna roll it around in the glass for a second. He's gonna take a sniff of it. Yes. Is it a red wine?
It is.
He says, yes, it's a vintage red. And you can see as he's trying to nail down the exact location. He says, well. And you see as he takes a very small sip of it. Does it taste good? Does it seem
It
fine?
tastes delicious. Yes.
Okay. He is going to continue to imbibe it.
While I'm watching him do that, I actually raise my glass up to him. I say salute, and I take a drink myself.
But
And
actually,
he says, to love, to honor. And if you can't come in or come honor.
nice.
I do a slight chuckle.
With you clinking the glasses, drinking the wine, you all hear a big chime happen of a grandfather clock as an hour passes by.
In just one chime, just for clarification.
Like you would hear during a grandfather clock.
All 7.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's 7 o'clock,
Got it.
so it's ding.
Just want to make sure.
Ding, yeah.
You see me slowly just put my glass down back onto the countertop.
Okay. Are you leaving the bottle?
I mean, if you want it, it's here.
All right. What were the other things that were with it?
A lace, a piece of lace. Obviously you haven't really looked into this stuff too much. You saw the brownish dried powder and a banquet of wilted flowers tied to a small scroll of parchment.
What? I'm gonna point at the piece of parchment on there. I'm gonna say, what's that say? Perhaps it's where this came from.
Lucy just fell into the ether.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I'm
Gone forever.
no.
As you look at the parchment, whoever is, what you see is it reads, "For the light of my life, G."
Oh. Gustav?
Gormac?
And I'm gonna turn in mock amusement. Gormac.
Yes.
It seems you've been busy.
Yes, I've been guarding this door.
Yes, of course you have. As so, well, more serious now. Perhaps that is Gustav, or whoever it is. I forget his name already.
Yes.
Whoever was in the painting.
Yeah.
And what was the name that he said was for? No. Did it say for someone? No, what did it say? Sorry.
For the light of my life.
Oh, just the light of
G.
my life. Thought I had another name.
Yeah, it seems to be lacking details on this. Just love triangle, perhaps, whatever it might be.
While they're doing this, Ranga's going to inspect this door.
And as you open it, and let me read this really quick. You notice a tidied up pantry.
Oh.
As I said, it has really well kept. And as that clock chimes and everything else, it is obviously 11 o'clock on a Sunday. So we will
shit,
call
yeah.
it there
Oh, wow.
and
Okay,
continue
yeah.
this in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, that flew by.
Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
perfect.